We're gonna go live. I guess we're live. Let's spin this bugger around here.
I can breathe again!
And then,
I can breathe again! Oh.
Go live like that.
Big
I got okay, there we go.
How we see,
Alright,
how
now,
we look.
live
Great eyewear is all about both.
on commercials. Okay.
Thoughtful design.
Set the old mute here. Thank you, dear God. That's a mute on. Okay, today we're going to be discussing some comments. We'll be discussing some videos. And as we're doing this, we could probably rotate back and forth if we like. Here I can rotate back and forth. I can stand there and preach like this if I want, I suppose. And but it's not all about the picture or anything like that. It's about the message. We're going to give this message here to you just like this today. It's called Day by Day. So as eagles fly, and it's actually a message that we wrote some time ago, and it's part of the process of our life and our learning. It applies for everybody today in their walk and where they're at with the God and Creator. He's gonna need a ride in school. Yeah, you could have told me that. Day by day. So as eagles fly, and there is change of fledgling and young, so our life and walk with God does come. Not overnight, we might say, but by study, commitment, and prayer, day by day. We may stumble, doubt, yes, we may fall, but it's the process in our call. Time to serve, share, and live. By the Spirit, these God does give. His grace sufficient, I say, to keep you going day by day, though we must seek and ask of Him to bring and allow His Spirit to enter within. As we may trust a true friend, we can trust Him time and time again. So if we fall, we can say, grace from Christ is sufficient day by day. It says, Christ's grace is sufficient day by day. I guess I just turned it around because I know it by head. So if we fall, we can say, Christ's grace is sufficient day by day. So from these words of mine, it's close to the second coming in judgment time. Change of the fledgling of the young, yes, as the eagles soar, this is coming for sure. True as there is a judgment call, may you not be turned away, and because you chose not to follow and claim to fall day by day. Yes, it's choice, we can say, that you choose flight and change day by day. By the words of Jesus, praise God, okay, day by day. That's a powerful message, praise God for. So anyway, I want to talk about the lack of love that I'm seeing in some people out there in the world. And let's just get a little prices right while we're sitting here. You guys can have something to watch. Anyway, the lack of love that we see out there in the comments sometimes, or this group kind of opposed to that group. This little following opposed to that little following. And also we got to take and keep in mind that if a house is divided, it will not stand. This is what somebody's forgetting. It's not. It's just not going to fly because if it's divided, it says it'll fall. Now some people might think they might get raptured away, and others might think they might stay. And there we see there's a little division going on there already. It's about their analogy, their concepts, their beliefs, their thoughts about what's going to happen, about whether they're going to get raptured. They're so good they get raptured out, or it's not their calling to get raptured out, and it's their calling to stay. And Bible prophecy is being fulfilled also as people stay, because it talks about a reign that'll happen on earth here. I read in a comment one day, and Gal wrote, yeah, what about our children? She wants to stay. She's a real firm, strong believer. And that's exactly where I say, yes, that's right. And she does want to stay for the children in the 1,000-year reign in the future, to change this world into the new heaven and the new earth where righteousness dwells. Most certainly it's going to take the hand of God. But the hand of God works through us as people. We're called agents, we're called instruments, we're called bodies, we're called children, we're called lots of different things, for everything from false to true prophets. We're called sons of God and children of God and daughters of God, and God works through us all. Only one God is in us. God don't work in us if he's not in us. He may work on us if he's not in us, so that he can draw those to come to him. Now on this other previous videos I've done, I've shared things about some things that haven't been shared over the years so much, and they hadn't been, and that is how I've been in contact with the White House ever since the Bush administration. And there's some things out there on deception, of course, that we've been deceived, and we even have a new president today, people put in the office. And of course, if I sent messages to Bush and Clinton and Obama, am I just going to stop because we got Donald Trump there? No. God moved on me too on that man. Here's what he said. He said, I want you to write a message. Well, I didn't hear him audibly. I just knew it. So I wrote it, and it said, and this was 1 week before the election. And so this has to do with comments from somebody in some groups that talk about him. And supposedly he's got to go through the big cabal thing and blah, 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 to be the president and blah, 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 this and that. But anyway, the message was, Donald Trump, you're gonna have a victory. I actually kind of put it in the sense of like a landslide victory. They argue about it, whether it was a landslide victory or not. People argue about it. But anyway, it was through the electoral vote process. And he got it. So anyway, that was 1 week before. And lo and behold, it had happened. So quick question I got is, since Hillary was supposed to win, what the hell did everybody do? Did they just scramble and run around like chickens with their heads cut off and like, oh man, we got to make this look like Donald Trump's winning because the Lord here said he's going to win? No, I don't know if that's exactly what they did. I wouldn't assume so. I would assume God's in on 100%, and he was saying that he's going to win, and that's exactly what did happen. And I read another comment last night, and on a couple different people's sites. One guy's named Steve, and he's got a good channel, and then another guy is a follower of a certain guy that has quite a few people that are subscribed, and some of their comments and about the president and the time we're living in. And so I'm going to flip my video on here, and that'll help us get to some of these other comments and such. The reason I had a mind block there is because I know I'm supposed to give somebody a ride, and in order to do that, I have to leave. Simple as that. And let's take us back here a ways. I wanted to take and get a really good blowed up picture that I can put up here on the screen of this new planetary type system that's out there. This is back on November 13th, so that's not so far back. Back up a little bit further. November 13th still. And this is like 1 a.m. in the morning. Oh, I think that has something to do with stitching and whatnot. Okay, and I also got to get this blasted TV working, don't I? With the darned video. Okay, what's going down here? Doesn't seem to be working. What did I do wrong here, dirty pup? Oh, you dirty pup. Okay. Oh, crud, I hate this when I go live and then I mess things up. Anyway. Alright, son of a gun. Alright, there by golly. Now, there's a post up there. Of course, it's not quite on there. Alright, we'll be back later. We're gonna have to take a break here. And, that was to some guy's channel. And he's, 1-8, Revelation 1-8, his channel. There's that other guy's channel. He's, the global guy. So, we'll stop it somewhere right in here. And then, well, we can just let it run, actually. And, matter of fact, why don't we just do it like this? I wonder where that one's to. Here, back that up a bit. Oh, that one was to, these other guys. It's to that guy right there. Witness again. You both ready to go yet or what?
No, he's not.
Well, then let's hit the road. You guys sitting around and know you want to get out of here. Let's get it done. I got stuff to do. Oh, gracious sakes almighty. Wish everybody was married for 35 years and had a bunch of kids and all this and that. And I understand what it's like to actually struggle. And, well, don't tell me until you're ready. Big old man.
Take a quick shower.
Wow, gracious sake.
Well, you're on the phone.
There's no need to even go if you're going to just keep going later and later and later. All right, here's one thing we're going to do. We're going to put this up there, and we can talk about that. So right there, we're going to stop. Let's just stop that right there. And then we'll be picking back up on this here later here. I'm going to stop it right now, and